Fox Chapel High School for the WPIAL 5A semifinal. Tonight, it's the Highlands Golden Rams against the Panthers of Franklin Regional. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. Chandler Timmons alongside. Semifinal matchup, and Dean, the third meeting between Highlands and Franklin Regional.
A lot of people are calling it round 3, Mike. Both coaches in the newspaper today put it behind them. They said there were 5 techs in the fourth quarter. That's in the past. The question is, have the kids put it behind them? We have to focus on basketball. The big question tonight is we have 3 referees who haven't seen any of these games. My question is, do they know what happened before? There were 54 fouls called in the last game. The fourth quarter took 45 minutes to play. How do they handle things? I think that's going to be one of the keys.
There were more points scored in the fourth quarter of the second meeting between these two teams than there were in the entire Moon Franklin Regional quarterfinal game last Friday night.
That's crazy.
So that should tell you something about how that went and what happened. Franklin Regional won the first game out there 70-46. Highlands won the second game at Highlands a month later, 87-68. A lot of bad feelings in that game. We all know what it is, but it comes down to a basketball game here tonight, and the winner gets the chance to play for a championship.
And Mike, when you look at the game itself, that first game, Romello Freeman got injured early in that game, played maybe a quarter total. I think he's going to be a factor tonight. He was also just running into shape in that game. Remember, he broke his arm. He just came off of that. And again, athletically, it's very important he plays a good game tonight. I called also, Mike, on the side for Franklin Regional, it's the Fish factor. Aiden Fish did not play in the first game. 6'5" senior, did not play in the second game. Has not played in a game yet this year. He wears number 1, Mike. You see him shooting down there.
He's out there.
He's a dead eye, so again, he may be an unknown factor on their side tonight. So 2 unknowns.
Yeah, 2 unknowns, definitely. And you talked about the Romello factor, which will be interesting. Well, what do you think the key is? Highlands won their game here Friday night against West Allegheny, making only 9 of 26 from the foul line. That's got to change.
It doesn't hurt to come back and play in the same court again, Mike. We have semifinal happy memories here. We beat West Mifflin in 2002. Bones drained that big 3 near the buzzer. And again, both teams, though, when they won their games, had 20-point leads. How'd they get those 20-point leads? They came out and established a tempo early in the game. Down there, it was all Franklin Regional. At our place, we jumped to 19-3. I think the first 5 minutes are going to be a factor. I think the fans are a factor tonight, too, Mike. They've got a nice crowd on their side. It's a whiteout here on Highlands side. It's a virtual who's who. So, again, I'm excited. Let's get it on.
Yeah, definitely. Should be a good one. Highlands and Franklin Regional. Well, why don't stop into Highland Tire in their newest location, Highland Integrity Alignment, and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 25 consecutive years. Family owned and operated since 1961. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it on site, don't panic. Just let them know and they'll go out there and get it for you. HighlandTire.com is where you go. You can call them in Trentham at 724-224-9222 or Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. Tip-off coming up. Highlands and Franklin Regional right after this.
First for the Franklin Regional Panthers.
All right, Mike. Franklin Regional comes in 19-4, 9-1 in section. They average 60 points a game, give up 47. 13 plus for them. For the Golden Rams, 18-4, 9-1 also in section. Co-champs, 64-4, 51 against, plus 13. Doesn't get any more even than that. They will start number 3, Nick Leopold, a 5'10 junior.
Senior forward, number 24.
Number 24, Mike Bartolacci, a 6'4 senior, will be at 1 forward.
Starting at the center position, senior number 12.
Number 12, Aiden Sadowski, 6'7 senior, will be their center tonight.
Senior forward, number 33.
Number 33, Hunter Stonechek, 6'4 senior, will play the other forward position.
And starting at
And the other guard, the brother of Nick, Number 30, Nate Leopold, a 6'1 senior. That completes their starting lineup.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized training for third graders all the way up to varsity. Visit them on the web at masonelitehoops.com or on Twitter at Mason Elite Hoops.
Golden Rams being their white tonight, Mike, because we have the higher seed, the second seed. And it's a whiteout on the Golden Ram side, Mike. This place is packed.
Undercoat champion of Section 3 with a 9-1 record. And overall, they are also
Yeah, and I'd say that the Rams might have a little bit in their favor in the crowd tonight.
sophomore number
Let's see who starts tonight for the Golden Rams. Luke Cocker, number 23, 6-foot sophomore, average 11 points per game.
sophomore forward, number 20.
The other sophomore, super soft, is number 20, Johnny Christ, 6'7", average 10.7 per game.
Starting at the forward position.
At forward, we'll have number 12, Sean Ursage, 6'6" senior, averaging 12.5 per game.
Senior guard, number 4.
Number 4, Christian Tonelli, started every game, the senior guard, 6'2", averages 6.8 per game.
Senior number 3.
And number 3, Romello Freeman will get another start here, his third start of the year. He averages 10.3 points per game. Ryan Cinderella, Mike, will come off the bench. He becomes a Super 6 man here this evening. Golden Rams are huddling up, Mike, walking it down.
There they go. Officials for tonight's name are Mark Shaw, Dave Rose, and Jeff Units.
Mike, I'm having a hard time hearing you, so again, I hope you can hear us out there in the audience. And again, like I said, it is a virtual who's who here tonight.
All right, we're about set to go, and it is a packed house tonight at Fox Chapel.
Other semifinals tonight, Mars is playing Trinity. All 4 teams in the 5A final have 4 losses. Mars, 19-4, is playing Trinity, 20-4, and we are both 19-4 and 18-4 respectively here.
And how about this? Of the 4 teams remaining, Highlands is the only one of the 4 schools that have ever won a WPIAL championship. None of the other schools have done it. As a matter of fact, on the other side of the bracket, neither Mars nor Trinity have ever even been to the final game. One of them will do that tonight. All right, we're set to go. Sadowski against Christ. Ball in the air, semifinal underway. And Freeman came in and stole it. Highlands moves right to left, dressed in their home whites. This is Cochran.
Yeah, we talk about how important the quick start is here tonight, Mike. Highlands controls the tip. Let's see what they can do with it. Facing that 1-2-2 matchup zone.
Cochran back out to Tonelli, left side to Freeman. Dumped down to Ursig, kicked it back out. Christ for 3, it's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Stonechek. The leading scorer in these 2 games is Luke Cochran, averaging 16 a game. Leading scorer for Franklin Regional, Nate Leopold at 14.
Switching man-to-man defense.
Nearly a
Rams.
walk there. This is Nate. Nate wears 30, Nick wears 3. And the brothers play catch. This is Nick against Cochran. Spin move in the lane. There are no secrets between these 2 teams.
No, sir. When you play that switch, Mike, the good news, you keep the man in front of you. Bad news, they can create some mismatch. They try to get one here.
Stonechek got in trouble. They said it went off of Highlands, and Panthers will keep it nearly a minute in, and neither team has scored. We told you about the Moon game with Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional won that game 28-26. Nobody made a basket in the fourth quarter.
No layups, Mike.
So Franklin Regional hasn't made a basket since the 8th grade picnic. They're going to get Ursig on a nickel dimer, and you know these guys are going to call it close because they know what happened last time.
As I said in the pregame, you wonder if they do know.
If the WPIAL knows, they know.
And
that's only the due diligence.
Mike in front of us is standing.
It's only the due diligence to let them know. Here's Leopold. Tried to get to his brother on the pick and roll, but he kicked it back out to Stonechek. He drives in against Christ. Got shut off on the baseline, however. Stonechek in trouble. Triple team knifed out of there by Cochran. He stole it. Rams back the other way. Cochran tried to get it over there. It's Highlands ball. That's a bad call. Yeah. That went off of Bartolacci, and Franklin Regional catches a break there.
First turnover for both teams.
You watch the Highlands defense. Their first 5 games, which the first time these 2 teams was in that, Highlands gave up 65.6 a game. They were 2-3. Their last 17 games, they've given up 47 points a game, 16-1.
Big difference, Mike. And when all 6 guys have been healthy and played the entire game, undefeated this year.
Leopold, now to Bartolesi. Bartolesi had trouble. Ursig to the floor. Jump ball. Franklin Regional will keep it.
Nice hustle by Sean Ursig, Mike.
They don't keep time of possession in basketball, but Franklin Regional's had the ball for about a minute and a half and still don't have a shot.
It's amazing. That's a compliment to the Golden Ram defense, Mike.
Nick Leopold, backcourt. And that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a root canal. That's what playoff basketball is all about. So sit back and enjoy it if you have some Novocaine handy.
Talked about that Hempfield game getting us ready for it, Mike. That's what this was like.
Travel. Bartolesi turned it over. Turnover Franklin Regional at 6:04. Yeah, you're right. But believe me, that didn't have anywhere near the emotion this one does.
But every possession was important. And we had the last one, 0.5 left, and Johnny made those foul shots.
Cochran is ridden, and they get a nickel dime. It's a nickel dimer back on Nick Leopold. Nick Leopold had foul trouble the first game out at Murraysville.
He's a junior out there, Mike, for Franklin Regional.
Now they start 4 seniors, and again, if we do see Aiden Fish, if he is going to play, he sure looked able in the pregame, didn't he?
He hit every shot.
Cochran threw up a wild one. Good defense there by the Panthers, and Bartolesi comes down with it. Still no score. Leopold back to Bartolesi. Now Nick Leopold. Nate left wing. Nate got in a little bit of trouble. Good defense by Cochran. Back to Nick.
It's like they're in 4 to score, Mike. Honestly,
Franklin Regional hasn't made a basket since the 8th grade picnic. Going back to last game.
Yeah.
Bartolesi. Nate Leopold.
And we're playing a man-to-man.
Stonechak. Blocked by Tonelli. Blocked Stonechak. Christian gave up the dribble, now to Cochran. Cochran drives all the way in, dump down to Ursig. Man in the air, he's fouled.
They're called travel.
Oh, they call it travel.
Great pump fake by Ursig, but they say he moved his feet before he took the shot.
Still no score, 3 minutes in.
Wow. What's the WPL say, Mike?
First basket wins.
Yeah, must win by 1. That's all they dictate.
Could you imagine if it was sudden death? This is Leopold. Plays catch with his brother out top.
I imagine it was what they did against Moon, Mike, but we will play a man-to-man. We're not going to let him just stand out there.
Nick Leopold had a bit of a high dribble. The Highlands fans wanted something, but up. Here's Nate. 3 ball, in and out, no good. Rebound Tonelli.
All right, Golden Rams, let's get on the board.
Freeman right side.
Transition, Mike. That's where we beat them in a game at our place.
Right.
Got to get some transition going here now.
It's a different ball game in that gym, though.
Yeah. But you know what? This is very similar to us. So I was down on the floor, Mike, and the look and everything else.
Freeman, he got the dump down to Ursig, and he scored.
The good for the better, Mike.
Ursig averaged 12 and a half against these guys. Same as his average for the season. Another travel out top at Stonechak. Turnover Panthers at 4 minutes, halfway through the first quarter. Highlands by 2. Again, the winner gets a ticket to the beat Friday night at 9 o'clock.
And we're the only ones that have been there. Of the 4 that are left.
That would be correct. Yep. Franklin Regional last trip to the semifinals was in the 90s. Rob Greenleaf was the coach.
Civic Arena time.
Nice move by Johnny. Missed it. Rebound put up. Missed it. Rebound Leopold.
2-point blank ones, Mike.
Nick Leopold slid, got away with it. Back to Stonechak. Goes in. Blocking foul on Johnny Christ. That'll be his first. 2 on Highlands, 1 on Franklin Regional at 3:34. 2-0 Rams.
I didn't see that, Mike. I thought he had his speed established.
At the line, Hunter Stonechak, 2 shots.
Stonechak at the line.
What did you think, Mike?
Difficult to tell.
Yeah, go either way.
Stonechak missed the first. I'm not going to elaborate on this too much, but I will say the fact that there have been so few fouls is to Highlands' favor, and I'll stop right there.
54 in the last game were called, Mike.
Stonechak's second is off the back rim, in and out second time. Freeman the rebound. Highlands with the ball in a 2-point lead. Freeman all the way through. Back out to Tonelli in the corner. Had trouble with it. Probably a little bit of nerves with some of these guys. This is the biggest game these guys have played in.
I went out and hit golf balls today, Mike. I was so wound up.
Cochran goes in. Out of Tonelli.
Now they're out in a straight man-to-man, Mike.
Cochran. Ersic. Tonelli.
Usually they sit back in that 1-2-2. Now they're challenging.
You see Scorp over there. That's a foul on Nick Leopold. He's got two already. Yeah, he tried to fight through the screen and literally just pushed Tonelli to the floor, and he's going to be on the bench already, and Scorp not happy with that one. He has given it to Nick Leopold right now.
Aiden Wiley checks in, Mike. He had 6 in the last game. He didn't score any in the first game. Let's see if the Golden Rams could take advantage.
They dump it inside. Ersic's open and he lays it in. Ersic has all 4. And the Rams lead 4-0.
He's our leading scorer, Mike, at 12.5 per game.
Nate Leopold, the only brother in the game right now. Out top, and that's Aiden Wiley, number 2.
And our student section has them outnumbered, Mike, and they haven't sat down yet, all in white.
We might not be able to see this corner in here, but don't block by Ersic.
He's done that all year, Mike. He's done a great job of playing that guard.
We'll let you know what's going on in that near corner. Our kids are standing, and I'm not telling them to sit down. They're having a good time. That's what this is all about, by the way. Here's Freeman.
For them.
You bet. Believe me, I was in that position when I was in high school. It was like one of the greatest things ever to have one of these runs.
You weren't in the Joey Myers era, were you?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier. He has a friend over here.
Yes, I was. Spin move by Freeman. In. Scores.
Romelo's been a difference, Mike. There he is right there.
I spent much of my sophomore year at the Civic Arena, trust me.
There you go.
It was tremendous.
You saw some great games.
Yep. 6-0 Highlands. Now against a double team. Wiley in trouble. Threw it off Cochran's leg out of bounds. And Franklin Regional will inbound it in front of the scorer's table. Across the way.
Got him pinned against our friend the sideline, Mike.
Doug Galassi and George Guido over there from the Valley.
And again, we talk about that quick start. The Golden Rams are off to it here. If you can call it quick. 6-0.
Rosenberg had it stolen.
4th turnover already for Franklin Regional. Highlands only committed 1.
Cochran for 3 off the back rim. Rebound Ersic. Had it, lost it. It comes into the hands of Sadowski.
They look to run, Mike.
Leopold, they lose it in the corner. The Rams almost get it back, but Leopold has it. Sadowski's posting up. Leopold drives in, and they finally break the string. Leopold scores. And they went nearly a half a basketball without a field goal. They score with a minute left in the first quarter after not having one in the fourth quarter Friday.
Isn't that something, Mike?
6-2 only. Dumped down by Tonelli. Ersic with the left hand. Sean has 6, and it's 8-2.
Great look that time by Tonelli for the assist.
Oh, steal by Freeman. Climbs the ladder, 2-on-1. Freeman drop step, and he's fouled.
They're going to let him shoot 2, Mike, too. He was making a pass.
That'll be on Aiden Wiley. They're discussing it out at the top of the key.
I don't think they're going to.
I'd rather it be a key in. Thank you.
Stone check, Mike.
Number 33. Stone check at the line. Romello Freeman. 2 shots.
Stone check for the foul. Romello will shoot 2 fouls now. This is the first.
Highland substitution. Number 0, Daniel Timmons.
Second one, no good. Highlands gets the ball back, though. 28 seconds to go. Highlands leading here 8-2. It looks like they're going to try to get the last shot off. Danny Timmons in the lineup. Kicks it over to Tonelli. Long 3 off the mark, thrown down. Stone check just throws Danny Timmons down. Who they're going to call the foul on. Looks like they're going to get Zig on that one.
The Highlands foul, cut off. Number 10.
Looked like it was the other way, didn't it? Thank you.
Looked like just
Chandler, great job, brother.
we're taking him down, looked like.
Chandler just passed one of the greatest tests ever. We'll explain it later. He noticed something.
Are we okay?
Yeah, we're fine. We weren't going to be in about 9 minutes, I think.
Oh. Last 6 seconds here. Important Highlands plays tough D.
Leopold in and out, rebound Cochran, and that's going to end the quarter. It's good if it goes.
Oh.
That's the end of the first quarter with a score. Highlands 8, Franklin Regional 2.
Start we wanted, Mike, no doubt about it. Gives me a chance to talk to you about Career Training Academy. You seniors out there, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare. In less than a year, Pittsburgh's in need of skilled healthcare workers. Career Training Academy offers half-day or evening classes to suit your needs. Serving the AK Valley for over 35 years, CTA offers programs in medical or dental assisting, medical billing, coding, and our new phlebotomy technician program. Visit us on the web at careerta.edu or stop in our new location, Hillcrest Plaza in Lower Borough. Enrolling now. New starts every month. Call Career Training Academy at 724-337-1000. I wanted to show you our student section, but Paul Ajax, all 6'5" of them, is in our way here. Now we can get a shot of the student section all in white down there. They all sat down.
They all sat down.
They've been standing the whole time.
Oh, we'll find them eventually.
God bless them. Rutt's down there, Mike. See Rutt down there? Yeah, we just got a shot of him in the goal. I told him bring out the old iPads. There they go. They're standing now.
If we needed an extra camera, man.
Remember the old zoo crew, Mike?
No, I remember them.
Yeah, I told him bring them out. Rutt says we're a little too big for those anymore.
He sure is.
Off to a great start for the Golden Rams, though, Mike. 8-2. And again, look who's out there, Mike. Number 1, Aiden Fish. They didn't wait very long to bring him out. He was a starter for them, Mike, at one time.
Right.
Been injured all year.
And we haven't seen him at all, right. And he stole a ball. Now he had it for a second. Rams dive to the floor, and it's Franklin Regional's ball as Ersic lost it out of bounds.
Third Highlands turnover.
Now Fish got in there, Dean, right away.
I believe he was a starter last year, Mike. Just looking at him, I thought he played a lot last year. He's a senior. Had a broken foot all year. Did not play at all this year, Mike. This is his first appearance. He's a shooter that has to be accounted for.
So here come the Panthers, left to right, dressed in the blue. After that, really, scoring 2 points in the first quarter, they have to be thrilled to be down 6.
That's true. There he goes,
Fish,
Mike.
long three, in and out, no good. Rebound, tipped out of bounds, stays with Franklin.
He's out there to do, Mike. Shoot. He could be that factor. We talked about the X factor earlier. As long as we can account for him. Good news, Mike, I knew about it because the coaching staff knew about it. The rumor was he was
aware.
Playing in this game.
Well, and we had some problem guarding the three-point line Friday night.
Especially in the second half.
Yeah. Jackson Falk. Leopold drives to the basket. Nate's got all 4, and it's 8-4 Highlands.
He isolated Urshers that time, and Sean does a great job on point guards, Mike. That time couldn't do anything.
Freeman, nice dump down. Christ with the lay-in. Johnny's first 2, and it's 10-4.
Great control of Johnny's body in the air, Mike. He left his feet, but he did not charge. There's a double they want, Mike.
There's Fish left side. Now back out top, and they're going to slow things down a little bit. This is Wiley. Couple of Aidens in there. Wiley and Fish. And Sadowski. No basket. Travel. Nope. Before the basket, Stonecheck is fouled, so they'll just key it in. Scorp exercised on the Franklin Regional sideline. Danelli picks it up.
Danelli gets his first. Team 4th.
And it is, Dean. It's they don't have the 3-8 in offense, though. If they had Sadowski in there, they could have Wiley, Fish, and Sadowski all at once.
Aiden was a popular name that year.
The 3-8 in offense.
Scorpion getting discussion with the referee over there. Here he goes.
It's a coach's
again,
box.
Yep.
He's been warned.
Yep.
He's not a favorite of the Highlands fans.
Nope. And the referee's already warned him. It's going to be a key
Here's Stonecheck. And again, the key is play basketball. When you're worried about other stuff, that's not going to help.
And down 10-4, he wants to create a little distraction.
Well, the last thing he needs is his players to start worrying about stuff like that. They need to worry about basketball. Here's Leopold.
He looked over and Johnny came after
Nice
him.
move by Leopold. In and out. Takes a funky bounce. Oh, great diving stop. Back to Fish. 3-ball missed it. Tip around Christ.
Johnny won.
Takes it.
Matter who wanted that one, Mike, and it was Johnny Christ.
Out of corner, Signorella. Around a man. Back to Freeman. Neither team has hit a three. Christ in the paint. Back out to Cochran. The Rams will reset things. 2 minutes in, second quarter. Highlands 10, Panthers 4. Ursig on the block. Spin move. Shot
Nice
score.
move. Beautiful pass by Cochran. He's got
for
dealt some
Ursig.
great assists.
Score points a timeout, and the Rams lead by 8.
Highlands ahead 12-4. Great job by the Golden Rams, Mike.
Well, many companies give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide can back it up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen driver. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver discount. When you compare, nobody beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, 724-224-4300, and let them help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
Mike, we beat Franklin Regional in a playoff game in 1984, 52-43. It was the first ever meeting between the teams. And I mentioned earlier, we've had some success here in the semifinals. Highlands beat West Mifflin. And if you remember, that was a last-second three by Matt Bonoslawski. And remember, they stormed the court,
Yes.
and Bones had the flu. I always remember saying, what flu?
And there were about that many people here that night, too. We were on the other side.
We were in amongst the West Mifflin people.
Okay, here's your trivia question. Who was the AD here then?
Wasn't Mike O'Brien, was it?
Ray Hoppa.
I remember Ray. Great guy, yep. All right, Highlands get a chance to put the full court pressure on here, Mike.
They do. They lead it 12-4 now by 8. Their biggest lead of the game.
Ooh, he's stuck.
Well, Leopold is stuck, and he throws a high one, but it's saved by Sadowski. Just a 2-8 offense. I guess only two of them could be in at once. Sadowski and Fisher in there.
Like the last time we played, we had 5 baskets in the first half. That's
now
all.
Rosenberg, it's down. That's the one you got to watch. Jake Rosenberg.
He's had 7 3-pointers in the 2 games, Mike. We had 5 3-pointers. They had 5 baskets.
12-7. Here's Cochran. Tries to dump it down to Ursig, but good job by Sadowski to knock it away. Stonecheck with the steal.
4 turnovers now for Highlands.
Stonecheck. Oh, and
On the
Johnny
floor.
flopped. There was no call, and it comes to a 2-on-1. Cochran all the way in. Dumps it down Sig, and he couldn't take it.
Sig did a smart thing getting out of there, Mike.
Cochran for 3.
Look.
Dipper.
Ooh. Good look, Mike.
Rebound, Nate Leopold. Remember, Nick Leopold went on the bench early with 2 fouls. 12-7 Highlands, 4.5 left first half. Here's Fish.
You got 2 shooters out there, Mike.
Fish gave it up, made a nice move, and scored anyway.
Wow, Mike, you see that roll.
Aiden Fish. The X Factor, 12-9.
Scorpions on the sideline, Mike, trying to get him to play defense.
Cochran, 2-ball. Oh, he missed everything. Fish the rebound. Franklin Regional on a 5-0 run with a basketball. That was a good timeout he took. Stonecheck got around Freeman, but Mello altered the shot. Ursig the rebound.
Golden Rams need a score here, Mike.
Freeman lost the handle.
Turnovers now, 5 apiece.
Nate Leopold back to Sadowski. Sadowski takes Christ to the basket. Scores. Now
Highlands got to get a timeout, Mike.
timeout. Franklin Regional. It's 12-11 Highlands.
Well, just like life, Mike, basketball's a game of runs.
It is indeed. Well, if you've been putting off getting that that much needed work done around the house, maybe a leaky roof or remodeling your kitchen, bathroom, or basement, you can let the pros at Beanie Home Renovations have your home looking like new for the new year. With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian E. and his crew at Beanie guarantee that your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Customer service is their top priority. Give Brian a call today, 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or find them on Facebook for money-saving offers. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
Mike, Steve Scorpion, much has been made about his outstanding career at Franklin Regional, all-time leading scorer there. You know, his team, in the 4 years he played, never made a playoff game.
Yeah, that's unusual.
But he has him here as a coach in the playoffs. Had to buy the first round like we did. They won that game. I tell you what, everybody that was there said it was an ugly affair.
Slugfest. Yeah, Mike White trying to describe it, reading his Twitter the next day, was very entertaining.
Yep.
Tonelli lost
it up.
And Bartolacci stole it on the line, turns it over.
Ball, yeah. Oh, come on, it's got to be Highlands ball. Yeah, he fell out of bounds with it.
Now they're Franklin Regional now. They're pressuring the ball and they're giving Highlands trouble. They've forced turnovers. Rams even had a shot here the last couple trips down.
Well, Mike, when that happens, then you bring up transition. You know what I'm saying? If they want to pressure the ball, you can run a little bit more. When they lay back, it's hard to get your transition game going. So you got to fight fire with
you
fire.
also got to stop them from scoring to get any transition. Oh, nice dump down by Romello. Gets it to Ursig. Ursig's having a living down there. He's in double figures with 10, and it's 14-11.
He's been the answer every time they need a basket, Mike. Romello fights for that ball.
Nearly a steal. Franklin Regional ball, as they say. Romello knocked it out last. Stonecheck was right to the official there to get that one. Now Nate Leopold coming back in for Aiden Fish. They probably want to keep Fish's minutes in check here, first game back and all. You can practice all you want, but not only game speed, but semifinal game speed, that's a little different.
Nick Leopold, Mike, out there with his two fouls. We have a situation over here. The referee's bringing over an official. Something about the Highlands fans.
I don't know what happened.
I have no idea either.
We noticed nothing. I'm watching the game.
I think they want them in the stands. Here comes Sean Bennis, the principal.
They got to hurry up and get it in, and they finally do, as Nick Leopold backcourt has it against Signorella.
Everybody's got to take one step back, Mike. How do you like that?
Oh, they want him away from the floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's room.
It's like a wave coming up, Mike.
Yeah, there's room in that section a little bit. Stonecheck, left-handed hook. His first basket of the night, and it's a one-point game. Highlands led at 12-4. Franklin Regional on a 9-2 run.
Trying to hold on to this lead, Mike.
Signorella, right side to Christ. The de facto Section 3 championship game.
When you look at it, but we both got the plaques, Mike. By the way, we got a blank plaque. They got the real deal, so let's try to get that back.
Ursig, spin move. Signorella puts it on the floor. Drives in with a runner. It's a grazer. Rebound Franklin Regional.
Sig left his feet. Here's make the shot.
Nate Leopold driving in, kicked it back outside, and
Johnny held his feet that time.
They get to Rosenberg quickly. Nick Leopold, it won't go, but he's fouled. He'll shoot two with a chance to put the Panthers into the lead.
Bad news for Christian Tonelli. That's his second.
Number 4, Christian Tonelli.
That's 5 against Highlands. The Panthers have only committed 3. First half, 2:07 left. Highlands by 1, but that could be erased here by Nick Leopold. He hasn't scored tonight. He's been on the bench most of the first half with foul trouble. We are tied at 14.
Clawed back into it, Mike. Now Highlands has to answer. Winner gets a trip to the Pete. We got to say that a couple years ago, remember, Mike?
Yes. Franklin Regional has their first lead of the night. It's 15-14.
And if you remember, that game was against Newcastle. Mike Highlands was down most of the evening. He made a furious charge back in the fourth quarter. Sent the game in overtime. Won the game in overtime. Now the Franklin Regional fans are on their feet, Mike. Luke Parkin checks back in for Tonelli.
Signorella had a big game, a home game against Highlands. He hasn't scored at Highlands against Franklin. He hasn't scored here yet. Corey Myers in there. They're going to call Christ. Throwing the shoulder into Rosenberg.
Well, Mike, they were told to keep it close. When you get that call, Mike, We don't go as deep on our bench as they do. They go 5 deep, Mike. Wiley, O'Toole, Wadzinski, Rosenberg, and Fish.
You were talking about what happens to the winner of this game. The loser of this game, there's a really good chance, plays the team they're looking at right now in the first game of the
States.
States.
About the States. We're looking ahead. We'll get
this is could very easily be the third of 4 meetings.
Let's not go there yet.
Nate Leopold, forecourt. Stone check now on the baseline. Got it to Sadowski with a little runner, and he missed it. Short. Rebound Freeman. Rams with the ball down 1. Signorella left side.
Big possession, Mike.
Back out to Cochran. Signorella for 3. Missed everything. Oh, great pass. Myers with a great job to fire through there to get it. 1:15 left of the quarter. Signorella again.
Pace right now is Franklin Regional's favor, Mike. They're sitting back in that 2-3 zone. They're not going to come out of it. You got to shoot them out.
Cochran goes to corner. There's Myers. Now back to Signorella.
Corey's out there to shoot, Mike. You got to give him a shot. Here it comes.
Signorella high posted to Freeman. Freeman with a little runners up, no good. Rebound, Leopold on the weak side.
Did a good job of staying in front of Romello. Couldn't get it to go.
43 seconds. They have the ball and the arrow, and with a low possession game like this, they would love nothing more than to hold on to this one and get the ball coming out.
They held it for a long time in the first quarter, if you remember, Mike. Highlands got to find a way to speed them up.
Highlands has scored 2 points since early in this quarter. Leopold, 20 seconds. This is Wiley. Sadowski, that's out of his range. They're just passing it around the perimeter, 12 seconds. Now Stonecheck out top. Nate Leopold, 8.
Got a clear out for him.
Leopold goes in, got shut off. Back out to Wiley, left side, threw it into Stonecheck. Good if it goes, it does.
It counts.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Franklin Regional 17. Highlands 14. B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local sports teams and the great fans of the AK Valley for more than 5 decades. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. High school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. They're open 9 to 5 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to noon, so stop in today or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Franklin Regional finishes the first half on a 13-2 run. They lead it at half. It's Panthers 17, Rams 14. Back with stats right after this. Welcome back to Fox Chapel, WPIAL semifinal class 5A. Franklin Regional, as you see, leads it at the break 17-14. Dean, you got some numbers?
Yeah, Mike, unfortunately for the Golden Rams, we jumped up to that quick start 8-2, but Franklin Regional came back 12-9 in the second quarter. Golden Rams have been led by Sean Urshid, the senior, has 10 points. Johnny Christ 2, Romello Freeman 2. That's it. We've committed 5 turnovers. For Franklin Regional, they spread it out a little bit more. Nick Leopold has 2. Aiden Sadowski 2. Nate Leopold 4. Their Stonecheck 4, that big one right at the half. Jake Rosenberg get a 3. Aiden Fish off the bench with 2. That's their total of 17. We'd love to show you some action on the floor as they warm up. And the place is so crowded. Everybody's standing on their feet here, trying to get ready for the second half.
I have some stuff for you, though. Highlands has won twice this year when they've been trailing at the break. The last time was winning the section championship at Gateway. They trailed that game 19-17 at halftime, came back and won. The other one, you may have forgotten this one, the Christmas tournament at home. They were down 36-30 to knock at halftime and came back and won that game in overtime. Well, another season of Golden Rams basketball can mean only one thing. Post-game at the Anchor Inn, Natrona Heights. We like to go there. We know you do, too. Joe, Andy, and Dee will welcome you all there all the way back since 1953. Their family's been giving you home-cooked meals without having to do the cooking. No reservations are needed. Kitchen's open till 11, so there's plenty of time to come to the Anchor after the game. Mike and I will always be there to greet you. Come by and say hi. We'll be desperately trying to look famous. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
Now, Mike, let's see if we can come back here and have something to celebrate tonight at the Anchor Inn. Big crowd here. Always big crowds at the Anchor Inn. to speed them up a little bit. We can't just walk it up the floor, let them sit back in that 2-3 or that 1-2-2, and think we're going to shoot over top of it. And/or make some shots and pull them out of it. See what happens.
Scoring update. Mars leading Trinity at halftime 23-18. Robbie Carmody has 21 of the 23 points. Trinity shot 33% in the first half. Mars shot 25%. The Robbie Carmody show. They're half away from their first ever championship game.
It's ugly, Mike, and now the Franklin Regional fans come alive, and they're going to be content to hold the ball, Mike.
This is Nick Leopold. Got shut off. Now back to Sadowski. Franklin Regional in the blue, Highlands in the white. Second half.
The only thing is, Mike, the longer they hold the ball, the less we have to worry about foul trouble.
Leopold. Hooks it inside. Oh, Tonelli read it and got fouled.
Oh!
He was fouled. Was he not? He was grabbed around the neck by Sadowski, and that's why he lost his balance.
No doubt about it,
That's
Mike.
a poor call.
That's a tough one for the Golden Rams. Thought we had a turnover.
I'm going to guess the Franklin Regional fans have to be a lot happier with the officiating tonight than they were at Highlands.
Canelli gets his hands on it again, Mike. And how about those defensive numbers again in the second half of the season? We've held them under 50 points a game.
Well, the last 17 games where the Rams are 16-1, they've held their opponents to 47 points a game. And again, 57. Highlands has not lost a game when they've held the opponent under 57. We could play this game till next Thursday, and Franklin Regional is not going to score 57. Leopold hits a three from right in front of the student section.
Now all of a sudden they went from down 6 to up 6, Mike.
20-14.
12-point swing for Franklin Regional.
A 16-2 run.
Golden Rams came out to that fast start, Mike, but again, their defense has been clogged up ever since.
Oh, Price threw a pass, but not a good one. And Stonechak beat Freeman to the ball. Here's Nick Leopold. Weaves through traffic and now gets it back to help.
They're going to pull it out, Mike. They have enough. 20. They're going to freeze.
Nate Leopold right side. Again, the biggest comeback Highlands has had. We told you the knock game. They were down 6. They're down 6 now. Stonechak, left-handed, knocks Christ to the floor and makes the basket. And they're running the Rams off the floor right now. That's 18-4.
He was playing blackjack, Mike. He just busted at 22. Thought he was going to hold at 20.
22-14. 18-2 run. Cochran out top.
Golden Rams, Mike, again, look confused on offense. They have to get something going.
Cochran left side, stops and pops. 2, wide left. Rebound Stonechak.
How the Golden Rams got it going at their place, Mike, was transition.
Nick Leopold scores.
Better get a timeout, Mike.
20-2 run. Look at that over there. The Franklin Regional fans are going nuts. 24-14.
Down double figures, Mike. It's going to be tough to make those up, especially with that defense. Well, the Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, devices, tablets, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Ram fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or in the Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to J.C. Penney's across Victoria's Secret. You can reach the Natrona Heights location at 724-224-4590 and the Mills at 724-275-1154. Find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com.
We always like to talk about the first 4 minutes of the second half. Franklin Regionals come out 7-0.
Remember, Highlands started 6-0, so Mike, they've answered and then some.
Highlands sections, please exit to your right by the Fox Head.
A 10-point Franklin Regional lead. And in a game like this with so few possessions, that's a huge lead. It's a big lead anytime. It's a really big lead now.
I really never thought anybody would get to a double-digit lead, Mike. When you took a look at how this game has started and the pace of play.
And Franklin Regional scored 2 points in the first quarter.
Down to John.
Price is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Sadowski fouled him, and they'll take that every time.
We talk about foul shooting, Mike. Highlands was 0 for 2 in the first half. Only took 2 foul shots. They have to convert these foul shots, Mike.
Again, 9 for 26 Friday night, right here in this gym.
That has to change right now.
Johnny Christ hits the first and breaks the string. Rams hadn't scored since the 8th grade picnic. 24-15.
Maybe they get a run of their own going here, Mike.
Well, they're going to need one sooner rather than later. Johnny hits them both. He's got 4. Only 3 Rams have scored. Nick Leopold backcourt. That breaks the 20-2 run.
Here comes the pressure, Mike. What you can do if you score. That's what we can do right there.
Steal by Freeman. Watch out from behind.
Oh.
And he threw it away.
We have to score the basketball, Mike, when you do that. Here's another opportunity. So you're going to get the ball off. Frank Regional can't see in that corner with the kids, but again, Highlands has to pressure all over the floor now, Mike.
Leopold backcourt against Romello.
There's your
Nearly
double.
went into a double team, but Nick Leopold comes out to get it. Back to Nate. Nate Leopold dribbles all the way left side. Freeman on him.
They're going to go 4 across, Mike.
Bartolacci looked at it but didn't take it. Now Sadowski back out top. 8-point Panther lead.
One thing we said in the first game, Mike, that we didn't see in the second game was how fundamentally sound they were.
Oh, Nick Leopold all the way to the basket with a finger roll. He's got 4 here in this quarter, 6 on the game. 26-16.
They got in a track meet with us at home, but at their place, Mike, they dissected us, and that's what they're doing right now.
And here's the other thing. The Rams are going to have to shoot themselves back into this. They're going to make some outside shots. They haven't made a 1. No 3-pointers in the game.
And we had 5 in the first half last time.
Oh, nice pass down to Ursig. As Christ got it to him. Ursig has 12, and it's 26-18.
And once they get past that first wave of pressure, Mike, they're just pulling it out.
A lot of guys who can handle the ball. That's a really important thing when you get this deep in the playoffs. There's Bartolacci. And they're well scored. A lot of AAU guys. You got to give Coach Brad Midgley a lot of credit for this team, too. And it's a shame he had to leave them before they got to this point. Stonecheck is fouled on the baseline.
Luke Cochran picks up his first foul.
And foul number 23, Luke Cochran into the lineup.
And Mike, what we haven't seen so far was the slugfest we saw in the first game.
So here's Leopold to key it in. Loops it in deep. Stonecheck to the basket. Oh, he got Ursig in the air, but Ursig took it right off him. Cochran back the other way. 3-on-2. And Freeman carried it out of bounds. The Rams just being very sloppy with the basketball.
Yeah, they're trying to get that better shot, Mike. That time again, ball rolled out of bounds off of Highlands. Good news, they can press here.
Here's Leopold. To his brother, Nick, backcourt. 3:25 left third quarter. This is Fish. Signorella to the scorer's table. Leopold brothers play catch out near the Fox. Oh, he nearly gave up the pivot foot. Back to Nick Leopold. He drives in, left it on the floor. They battle.
By Tonelli.
They battle. Jump ball, it's Highlands ball. At 3:01. Well, Nick Leopold went down in a very awkward position, and Johnny went right over top of him.
Substitution number 10.
Made sure to get a piece of that ball so the official could see that it was a dual possession.
Highlands committed 9 turnovers. Franklin Regional 8. Franklin Regional going to bring some token pressure. Aiden Fish back in there.
Signorella will bring it up. Cochran on the bench.
Fish is 6'5", Mike, just brings that extra long guard in.
Here's Tonelli. Goes left side. Now back to Christ, top of the ring. Signorella back out to get it. Now Tonelli tries to cut through there, but Stonecheck shut him off. Tried to get Sig in the corner, but he's covered well by Nick Leopold. Christ puts it on the floor against Fish. Tonelli from the corner, 3 ball short. Rebound, 2 Rams there. Mello, man in the air, scores.
He's got 4. That's the lead to 6.
26-20.
We have not made a 3 yet, Mike.
Nope. Here's Fish. Long cross, but oh, Freeman stole it. Send it in, big fella. There it is.
He's got 6.
Timeout, Franklin
Give me a chance to talk about Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights is your home for the judgment-free zone. Work out anytime you want. They provide a unique environment where everybody, we mean everybody, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment. Memberships are as low as $10 a month, so stop by Planet Fitness in the Heights Plaza today for details. And again, they've been a great sponsor all year. Thank you, Planet Fitness. A new sponsor.
Yes, and thank them for coming aboard this year. We appreciate it. 2:09 left of the third quarter. Still lots of basketball left. Highlands has cut it to 4 after Franklin Regional had gone out to a pair of 10-point leads.
And again, let's see if Franklin Regional wants to play keep away, Mike. Again, this run of the golden rounds puts them right back in things. And again, we can pressure right off of this, Mike. Uh-oh. What do we got?
What's the call?
They're going to call Sig on a hold.
Yes, they are. Did you hear the PA announcer? Highlands foul? And he did it like a question, yes.
The question mark.
Right. That's 2 on Highlands second half. The Panthers have committed 1, so they'll just key it in again.
Question that one myself, Mike.
That's 2 on Signorella.
Here comes the pressure from
Leopold had a little bit of trouble, but he got around 2. Now they have numbers. Corner to Fish, steps back, 3 ball, good.
That's the guy, Mike, that wasn't here the first 2 games. He's been a factor. They're up 7. Look at Johnny.
Right into a 3 off the back iron, and Fish has the rebound. I don't think that's the shot they wanted.
Yep. You got to try to match him, Mike.
7-point Panther lead, 1:40 to go, third quarter.
That was a big 3 by Fish, Mike.
And a very poor possession by Highlands on the other end.
Unfortunately, I was right in the pregame that he could be a factor. He was there.
Sadowski kicked it out to Nick Leopold, right side. Tonelli took a swat at it, but unable to pry it free. 1:20 left. The arrow belongs to Franklin Regional. They lead by 7.
Now they'll take the arrow out, Mike. At 4, they couldn't do it. At 7, they can, and they are.
Ooh, Marmello just missed that. Leopold, oh, Fish is wide open. Here it comes. Short. Oh, but it went right to Leopold, blocked. Still loose. Leopold scores.
He's got 9 to lead him, Mike. That was a big basket. Back up 9.
Highlands still shut out from downtown. Price left side to Ursig. Ursig scores. Took some abuse in the process, but put it in. He's got 14 of the 24 Highlands points.
He's literally been the man down there, Mike.
31-24. Now they're going to get Romello on a blow-by foul. That's 4 on Highlands. Panthers have committed 1 at 32 seconds, third quarter.
Highlands down 7. We're down 3 at the half. Led by 6 at the end of the first quarter. So it's been all Franklin Regional, second and third quarter.
Last report, Mars ahead at halftime against Trinity. Robbie Carmody with 21 of the 24 points.
And again, remember, the winner of this game plays them at the Peak for the 5A championship. Both teams have already qualified for the states.
Nate Leopold wanted to shoot that so bad, but I think coach is behind him saying, don't you dare. 8 seconds. He was wide open, too. He's going to shoot this one off the rim. Christ, oh, it came right to Stonechek, and a foul on Johnny Christ. And Stonechek will shoot 2 with 1 second left.
And Johnny picks up his 3rd foul.
The key there is you got to get that rebound.
Yeah. Which I thought Johnny had done.
Stonechek will have 2 shots.
Stonechek had that big shot right before the half, too, Mike. He has been a factor.
That's 3 on Christ. Now, Franklin Regional has beaten Highlands to a lot of loose balls tonight. A lot of rebounds, a lot of position. They've earned everything they've gotten so far. Stonechek makes the first, and it's an 8-point lead.
I'm sure Stosh is going to challenge him for the fourth quarter, Mike, to come out and give everything they got. This is it.
And again, you know, the craziness at the game at Highlands, this has been all basketball for 3 quarters. There's been no funny business.
Yep. I think they learned a lesson from that, Mike. As ugly as they want to make it, there's a point in time where they lost focus on playing basketball, and that's when Highlands won. They stuck strictly to playing basketball.
And you got to remember, too, rookie coach, Tonelli. That took a pretty good peek, didn't it? That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Franklin Regional 33, Highlands 24.
Only 7 points for Highlands in that quarter.
Well, Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Each year brings many changing pieces to the healthcare industry, so it's vital you understand your options. Why not sit down with the experts, the Lucchinos, today and review your plan with an independent health agent who has only your best interest in mind. Joe and Joe always know, located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability today.
16-10 that quarter, Franklin Regional, Mike. Highlands has to go to work. I mentioned, Mike, in the Franklin Regional Moon game, the 28-26 game over Moon. That was the first time since 1988 a team won a WPL playoff game and scored less than 30 points. Do you know who played that 1988 game?
I know Tom Myers was the coach. It was Highlands against Latrobe. Latrobe won.
Yeah, you want to score?
The score was 25-20. It was 1988.
Ugly, huh? But they had to do what they had to do. Unfortunately, Golden Rams came up empty that night. They have to come up hard this fourth quarter, Mike, to try to overcome this 9-point deficit.
9-point lead. Since Highlands led 12-4, Franklin Regional's outscoring Highlands 29-12. They're blowing them out. And this is more reminiscent of Game 1 at Franklin. Tanilli picks up his third.
And again, Mike, the rest did get a memo. There's no doubt about it. They've called this game very, very tight. So the hate is grab you.
So tightly, Franklin Regional has one foul in the second half.
Yep.
This is Leopold. And the Rams are going to have to hit outside shots to win this game, and they haven't hit one yet. They haven't made a jumper. They have not made a jumper.
I think you're right, Mike.
They have not. Oh, Stochek walked and turns it over at 7:23.
That is the 10th.
Fats Domino started to sing about halfway through that pirouette, I think.
10th turnover for Franklin Regional.
Somebody got to get hot from the outside. Here's Cochran. Into Freeman. Got in there and got fouled by Sadowski. So Romello will go to the line, and again, with Steve Scorpion doesn't want his that clock getting shut off. Highlands will take it just fine. 7:10 to go.
Sadowski gets his second.
Freeman in with 6. Ursig has 12. Make it 7. Price has 5. That's the only 3 Rams that have scored. Their calling card this year has been their balance.
Go Johnny with 5.
Missed it. Tanilli. Oh, look at him fight it out of there. Back out to Freeman. Going to take it right to the hole. Oh, that's 4 turnovers in the second half by Romello alone. It's loose.
Highlands has it.
And Ursig. Now the Rams.
Out of there. Numbers. Let's go.
Rams beat him to the ball that time. Highlands down 8.
Still a lot of time here, guys.
Here's Cochran. Less than 7. It just ticked under. Here's Tanelli. 1-3-1. I think. Yep. 1-3-1. Signorella, right elbow. Tanelli caught a tip ball. Baseline.
Hit this.
And wings. There's one of them. Off the rim. Rebound Ursig. Got it from behind. Ursig put it back up. Missed his shot.
Got killed.
Still loose. Jump ball. Highlands keeps it.
Ursig got fouled there twice.
He did, Dean. He absolutely did. That's back to my point. Franklin Regional committed 2 fouls here in the second half. Again, that might be to Highlands' advantage. Ursig. Now to Signorella. Freeman. They're having trouble solving this 1-3-1.
Sharper with this ball movement.
Right. Passes aren't very crisp. Ursig. Foul. Freeman followed dunk, but it's not going to count. Ursig will have to shoot a couple. Sean on the year, 43%.
Mella gave him a little throw, but it was after the fact, unfortunately.
And they're shutting the clock off, too. Something they don't want to be doing. Again, Highlands will take it. Ersig's first to 2 is out.
Grand substitution, number 20, Johnny Price.
Price comes in for Tonelli.
Ersig will get another. Missed them both. Oh, Johnny got up there. They had a hold of him, and it's going to be Franklin Regional ball. No. Johnny was 1 against 2 that time. That's just the numbers you get when you're shooting them, and that was, he did all he could. The fact that he got a hand on it was pretty remarkable in itself. This is Nick Leopold, forecourt. Fish. I'm sorry, that's Sadowski out there. Fish would have shot it. Yeah. This is Nick. Stosh wants him to pressure the ball. Johnny out there against Leopold. Oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding?
Well, the memo got sent.
Johnny Christ has 4 fouls at 5:39, and he sits down. I don't even know if he can afford him to sit down right now.
Not very long, that's for sure.
8-point lead, Franklin Regional with the ball. They've led by as many as 10 twice. And what do we have? Stosh is trying to get the officials' attention to call a timeout. They're not paying very much attention to that side of the floor. Update. This is a tweet from Mike White, so I'll read it verbatim. Some other Mars players besides Robbie Carmody are making shots. Mars 31, Trinity 20, third quarter. So it looks like the Planets are going to be heading to the peak.
Well, let's talk about the state playoffs, Mike. We have a second here. The WPL champs, the team who wins on Friday, they'll play the team they beat in the quarterfinals. The PIA has this sadistic sense of humor, putting section District 7 teams against each other. So 7-1, the champs will play 7-5, the Dragon team, in a game that's already been played. Even weirder is 7-2, whoever loses in the Pete will play the team that they beat tonight.
Right.
7-2 will play 7-4. Odd man out is 7-3. If you finish the team that wins the championship, the team that got beat tonight, they'll play the District 10-1 or District 8-1 teams. There's only 4 possibilities. We'll go over those in a minute.
I think a conservative estimate, Highlands needs to score 15 points in these last 5.5 minutes. And they've scored 25 points in the first 3.5 quarters. It's going to have to heat up quick. Here's Sadowski against Tonelli. It's off the rim, but Stonecheck did a great job to get around Ersig, put it up, and got fouled. Stonecheck will shoot 2 at 5:22.
He didn't want to give that ball up, Mike.
Rams foul. Number 4, Chris Tonelli at the line.
Tonelli now has 4 also. So Johnny with 4, Tonelli with 4. Mike, the 4 teams out of 10-1 or 8-1 can either be Erie Cathedral Prep, Meadville, Carrick, the city school, or Obama Academy, also in the city. So it's either Erie or Pittsburgh City. Stonecheck now 2 out of 5 from the line.
8-point lead. It'll still be a 3-possession game regardless of this one. It's good. Stonecheck has 9. He's leading scorer along with Nate Leopold. They both have 9. I just don't know how long you can ride Johnny on the bench right now. You're down by 9 points.
That's true.
Around a Romello screen is Cochran. Back to Freeman on a pick and roll. Got to really use that one to go.
Yeah.
But Freeman will go to the line, and again the clock shut off at 5:11. And the Rams basically have just decided now they're just going to take it to the hole and get fouled.
Yep, Sadowski picks up his third.
Freeman drains the first. He has 8. Ersig leads away with 14. Hayden Fish back in.
Mike, we've only had 3 guys score for us.
Yep.
Freeman.
And that's a problem.
And Ersig, yep.
Freeman hit them both. 34-27. Against pressure now. Nate Leopold. It's Nate, Nick, Stonecheck, Fish.
There's your double.
And Sadowski steal. Freeman has it.
That's what we can do, Mike.
Freeman spin move. Needs help. Nearly threw it backcourt, but Cochran able to control it. Tonelli for 3.
Please.
It's good.
Please. Tonelli, 4 what you can do, you can trap out of it. They've had trouble with it.
Sadowski.
Oh, my goodness.
They're going to get Ursig for standing there, apparently.
We broke the ice, Mike, on the three-pointers. Let's keep it coming now. 1-on-1.
Puts him in the bonus. Sadowski shoots the 1-and-1.
He hasn't been to the line yet tonight.
Substitution number 24, Mike Bartolacci.
But they're trying to do offense-defense now. They're trying to keep Fish in offensively and get Bartolacci in for the other end. Sadowski, 1-and-1. First is short. Rebound, Signorella. Rams with the ball down 4.5 to go.
Chance to cut it to one possession, Mike.
Cochran, Signorella. Tonelli, right side. Hit a big basket seconds ago. Cochran spins, corner. Tonelli again. Yes!
1-point game. 1-point game.
34-33.
4 minutes even to go here, Mike, and everybody's on their feet. Hope you can see the game at home. Romello Freeman gets a foul, Mike. His second. And I don't know what we're getting as far as TV goes because everybody's on their feet.
Chandler doing a good job.
Try to keep it high, Chandler.
At the line, Nate.
4:01 to go. Nate Leopold at the line. 34-33. Franklin Regional by 1.
Somebody trying to punch a ticket down to the peak.
Highlands on a 6-0 run. Leopold has 10.
First guy in double figures for Franklin Regional. Christian Tonelli, Mike, 2 big threes.
Leopold. Cold as ice from the line. He's got 11, and it's a 3-point game.
One possession game, I like to say, Mike.
Freeman thought about it. Got in amongst a couple of men, scored it.
Looked like he
36.
walked, Mike, but they didn't call it. Here comes the pressure.
1-point game.
They got to get their trap, Mike.
Leopold all the way to the basket. Steal by Tonelli, but it came right back to Leopold. You sure he's not walking?
How'd he get that ball at that baseline?
What a great job. Now to Nick Leopold. 3:35 to go. Nick
Four-man
Leopold.
defense, Mike, has to go to work here.
Stone check.
Keep him under that number.
What's the
What
call?
do we got? Away from the ball? Could that be it for Tonelli? No, 6. And they're going to get to shoot 2 foul shots, Mike.
That's 3 on Signorella.
Double bonus at the line.
Franklin Regional's only committed 6 fouls all night, Mike.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
6 fouls the whole game. You're correct.
And now they're going to shoot 2.
This is Nick Leopold at the line. He made 2 in the second quarter. He hits this one. 37-35. Panthers by 2.
Making their foul shots, Mike. They've only missed 3 all night, and those 3 are by Stone check. Might be the guy you want to get on the line. No
Second
quitting the
one
Global
is
Rams,
good.
Mike. Still a one-possession game.
38-35. Highlands with the ball. 3:18 to go. Freeman weaves it to Tonelli. They're going to get Freeman, I think. No, they're not. They're going to get Bartolacci for fighting through the screen. Boy, I didn't know the way I saw it.
No, I tell you what, they're not letting anything go here, Mike. They've called it so tight, and that goes back to the game in Highlands where 54 fouls were called.
That's 5 against Franklin Regional second half.
All right, guys. Big hoop here.
Cochran. Mello in front of Stosh. Tonelli wants it. He's hit a couple here in the fourth quarter that have brought Highlands back. Oh, and a foul on the overplay. Sadowski gets Ursig.
That's his 4th, Mike.
And the Highlands will just key it in again. That's a 6th foul.
Everybody will be in the shooting after this.
2:58 to go.
When do we bring Johnny in?
That's a good question. Well, they've gotten it back to close with him on the bench. It's still loose. Mello looks like he has it. They call it jump ball. Freeman was down there with 2 blue shirts, and Franklin Regional gets it.
Jump ball. Possession goes to the Panthers.
11th Highlands turnover. Good news, Highlands gets to apply the pressure here, Mike.
2:52 left. Listen, big possession for Franklin Regional. And the way things have been going, they'll end up shooting 2 at the line.
Let's get that trap.
Fish, Nick Leopold.
Now, Mike, here's where they get you. If we don't get that trap, they'll just grind you up here.
Stone Shack out top.
Golden Rams haven't been able to pry away the ball without fouling, Mike.
This is Fish. Tonelli took a couple swats at it. You got to be careful with
trap right there, Mike. You got to get the traps.
Here's Nate at 220.
Look at that. Oh,
it was nearly over and back. He left the ball there.
Take a look at that on the replay, Mike.
His feet never left the front court. It can't be over and back.
Well.
Here's Fish. Oh, Rams made a shot at it there. It was Freeman. Leopold.
Keep pushing him out a little further, Mike. Sig had to grab him.
Signorella gets him.
Sig has 4 now.
1:58 to go. Johnny Christ is coming in now.
At the line, Nick Leopold, 2 shots.
Been a game of keep away for Franklin Regional in the second half.
Steve Scorpion pulling all his guys off the foul line. This is confidence in your shooter, isn't it?
Yep.
This could make it a 2-possession game. He's shooting a pair.
He is deadly from the line, Mike. He is.
In a replay of last Friday, Franklin Regional has not made a field goal in the fourth quarter.
And still they lead by 4.
They have 6 free throws. I don't know if he can make a living out of that. Maybe they can. 40-35.
2-possession lead.
Rams just need a basket of any kind right now.
They got to go towards the basket, Mike.
The Rams have a grand total of 3 baskets in the fourth quarter, so it's not as if they're tearing the world apart. Here's Cochran. Threw it off of Leopold. No, they said Leopold didn't touch it, and the Rams turn it over again.
12 turnovers for Highlands now, and they're going to have to foul quickly, Mike. Anybody but Leopold. How's that sound?
Which Leopold?
And look who gets the ball.
Oh, they're not stupid. Leopold backcourt. Oh, they're not going to foul.
Come on.
He's walking. Isn't he traveling? What's the call? What's the call? Didn't he walk?
Hey, get him out of there.
Now, what's he doing?
What's he doing? It's right. What's he on the floor for? Get him out of there.
I don't understand anything of what just happened.
Highlands called a timeout, but that
Highlands couldn't call a timeout. They didn't have a ball.
Highlands had possession, they said.
Is that what they said? I thought Franklin Regional had the ball and they got the timeout. But
whose balls are going to be? Franklin Regional's, you're telling me? I thought Highlands had possession.
Well,
the point being, though, what is he doing on the floor?
And it also may have been a held ball, and then they called timeout after it. Franklin Regional.
Well, congratulations to Steve Scorpion, Mike. He made his first appearance on the floor.
He got out. 1:32 to go. 40-35. Panthers lead it. And we'll see. The signal to the bench was that Franklin Regional called the timeout. Now the question is, are they going to say they had possession on the floor? And I think that's what it was.
Other than they're fighting for it, Luke Cochran and Nick Leopold mixed it up there. Double figures for Franklin Regional. Nick Leopold and Nate Leopold, the brother act. 10 for Nick, 11 for Nate. Hunter Stone check in with 9. For the Golden Rams, it's been Sean Ursich with 14. Romello Freeman with 11. And now the Golden Ram fans come alive for the final 135, right? And you're right, they gave the ball to Franklin Regional.
This is Nick Leopold back.
Need to get a trap here.
And they get a fresh 10. You
got
can give
2 big guys there.
Ursich. Boy, the fouls that they're calling are pretty amazing.
I've never seen it this tight before, Mike. And when I mean tight, tight.
And tight more one way than the other.
Yeah, seems to be.
Nick Leopold. They're winning it from the line, as they did for Friday night against Moon. 41-35. Again, no baskets for Franklin Regional in the fourth quarter. I don't think they'll be able to, if they make it through, I don't think they'll be able to get away with that Friday.
18-8, Mike, foul-wise.
7-point game. The Rams have cut it to 1 a couple of times. Cochran out of the corner. Ursig got a lane, got hammered, scored, and draws the foul.
And Mike, they turned the clock off for us. That could be very important as we get on the stretch. Ursig on the line, 0 for 2 tonight. And those 5 missed free throws, Mike, can come back to haunt us. That's the difference in the game right now.
Short, and Bartolacci got the rebound. Nick Leopold, he'll just hold on to it all night.
I don't blame him. Foul him. There we go. Oh,
you don't want to foul him either. 1 minute to go, 5-point lead, but you got to shut the clock off. That's the only chance now.
Yep. Nate is 2 for 2 from the line.
9 made foul shots in the fourth quarter for Franklin Regional. That's been their offense.
They're going to get the ball to get that foul to Ursig, Mike. That's his 4th.
Oh my goodness! Anybody that fouls now,
4 fouls. That's right.
Nate Leopold missed the first. 5-point game, 42-37.
Ryan Signorella.
Rams in danger of losing their first game all season when they've allowed 57 points or less. Second is good.
Returning to lineup for the Panthers, number 12, Aiden Sadowski.
He now has 12.
43-37. There's still a minute to go.
2-possession game. Got to get one up here quick, Mike.
Cochran lost the handle.
Yep.
Around a Christ screen. Steps into a 3. It's in and out. Sadowski lets it go out of bounds. It belongs to the Panthers at 47 seconds.
All right, Mike. All they're going to do is put foulers out here now.
Yeah, they're going to Pacey, Myers, and Timmons.
I told Pacey if he got in the game, we guaranteed would win because he hasn't gotten much playing time.
It ain't looking good right now.
Well, I've been fooled before.
Maybe you just turned it a different way.
Maybe. Who knows? He's out there for a reason. Let's see if he gets somebody. Not that guy.
Stone check now to Leopold, and Leopold will go to the line. That's Nate, who just made 1 out of 2 a second ago. 10 fourth quarter free throws, and that's been it. They have not made a field goal.
Offense for defense, Mike. Here we go.
43-37.
I think they probably might leave Corey Myers out there to shoot, Mike.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. And Leopold missed the first. How's he going to put his guys back on the line now? I guess not. He doesn't want any fouls.
And number 4,
frankly, if I'm Steve Scorpion, I could think of worse things than having Highlands shoot a 1-on-1.
True that.
I mean, it does shut the clock off, but we've chronicled it. Second one goes.
Franklin Regional, number 12,
11 fourth quarter free throws. 7-point lead, 46 seconds.
Not one basket, Mike.
Not one, but they haven't needed one. Cochran off the screen. Back, gets it back from Price. Fired it to the corner to Signorella. Tonelli's 3 is off the back rim. Rebound Leopold. Signorella nearly stole it. It's still loose. Timeout.
Yep.
24 seconds, and the Rams are running out of time.
Mike, 44-37. Doesn't look good for the Gold Rams. Why don't we take a minute to thank our sponsors? We get a minute here. Everybody during the year help contribute.
Right, we'll go through that.
Once again,
Thanks.
We had a visitor here tonight.
Dan McQuay.
Mark McQuay, Dave McQuay's brother, just passed us by here, Mike, and he gave us coverage to the left tonight, the professor, brother in the house.
So anyway, Mason Elite Hoops, wireless zone, John Mason. Thanks to the Mason family as always. Planet Fitness, the good folks up there. First time in, thank you. Joe and Joe always know. Thanks to the Luquinos for their help. Highland Tire, again the Bonnettes. Thanks to them.
Been with us from the beginning, God
right
bless
from
them.
the beginning. Career Training Academy, your people. Thanks to Carrie.
My tribe.
Yes. Thanks to Mel and John Boucher since the beginning. And Long Riders, Brian Nee here tonight, Beanie Home Renovations, thanks to them. Glenn Mills at B&J since the beginning.
Yes, sir.
And Joe, Andy, and Dee at the Anger since the beginning. Thanks to them for another great year of football and basketball.
What do we got now, 18? 18 years together?
17. We'll be going in 18 next fall when we go to Plum.
Looking forward to it. Unfortunately, this was our last
Yeah, we get
broadcast.
shut out from the state because of exclusive rights are bought up. So we're done. We'll still come watch, but you can come talk to us.
George Guy was telling me that they threatened some lawsuits and actions against the state because they make it so prohibitive for people like us with our limited sponsorships to put the games on.
Right.
They won't budge, and that bothers me. The PIA is supposed to be there for the kids. Nobody gets to see the games.
FIFA and the PIAA. You go ahead and make up your own mind what they have in common. There's a foul.
Number 11.
Oh, now a classy chant from the Franklin Regional fans as they throw up double birds as they say Highlands stinks, kind of.
Fill in the blank.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Yeah, really.
Nick Leopold at the line will shoot 2. First one is good. He's made every one. That's the secret.
There's a lot of nice people and a lot of good people down in Murraysville. Let's not put them in that same lot. But there's a lot of idiots there, too, when they do that. I mean, we're sportsmanship.
You talked about Aiden Fish maybe being the secret weapon. He scored 5 points, but it's been Nick Leopold at the line in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Dead on.
Aiden Sadowski.
8 for 8.
One thing, Mike, I didn't think get on without a fight. They gave him a run.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Pounders did not play their best game tonight, but you have to give the opponent credit for that, too. Because they played well. And again, no funny business in this game.
Nope, but there's another foul. You'd think being up, they'd want to keep the clock running.
At the line. Luke Cochran shoots 1 and 1.
Cochran at the line. He'll shoot the 1 and 1. Luke's scoreless tonight. And so is Signorella. And those two guys were very big in the win at Highlands. Luke averaged 16 against these guys the first 2 games. Signorella averaged 10.
15 in the first game, 17 in the second game. And it's his first one of the night here.
Cochran will get another.
Well, Franklin Regional, bon voyage. I'm not going to miss you.
7-point game. We could very well see him again in about a week and a half.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had that right.
Chance to even it up.
I forgot about that. Remember, 7-1 plays 7-5 in the state. 7-2 plays 7-4. 7-3 plays the winner of the 8-1, 10-1 game. That's Erie in the city of Pittsburgh.
Mars leads Trinity by 7, fourth quarter.
So it looks like Franklin Regional Mars. Who do you cheer for there, Mike?
Leopold will get another. Highlands has lost 15 consecutive games to Mars. 15 in a row. Haven't beat him since 2010.
Yep. Well, we've been through a lot of rodeos at Rob Carmody, so hopefully he has not won a championship.
No, they have not. And with that group they've had, and so his last chance with his son. Here's Tonelli left side. His 3 ball.
Fouled.
He's fouled. He'll shoot 3 at 5 seconds.
Aiden Sadak. 1 Aiden down. 2 to go, Mike.
All 3 Aidens were necessary tonight for the Panthers to pull this one out, huh?
Shot was outside of the arc, so 3 shots.
So we will reconvene for the Cager Classic. We will be there for that, and that will be in a couple of weeks. I believe it's the 24th, 25th at Highlands, and I hope to see everyone there. We'll see the Carmodys there.
Christian Tonelli will be there for the Golden Rams, along with Sean Ursig. Had a running joke going with his mom all year. I call him Ursig.
You couldn't change.
She told me not
His mom
to
said don't change
jinx it. He had a fine night tonight, so on his bon voyage, may I call him Sean Ursig.
Maybe we'll get them both over and talk to them at the cage, or we'll give them some airtime.
Yes.
How's that?
But not over for the Golden Rams yet, Mike.
They will be playing, and they get to continue practicing, and they'll be back at it. That does take the sting off a little bit. One more for Christian. Thanks to Chandler Timmons, too.
Chandler's done a great job for us.
We appreciate it. He stepped in a late notice, and we appreciate his help. Not tonight, he didn't step in at late notice. We mean during the season.
I think we can negotiate for it to get him next year, too.
Maybe. Johnny Christ fouls out at 4 seconds, and now the Panthers will shoot.
Yeah, I wish he could fly away, Mike. Keep making those wing motions.
He was giving it to the Highlands student section right there is what he was doing. To the winners go the spoils. Nate Leopold at the line will shoot 2 at 4 seconds. 48-40 Panthers. First one's off the front rim.
Well, again, the Golden Rams might could have folded up to 10 when they were down 10. They came back, cut it to what, 2?
Freeman to 1 twice.
Yep.
Freeman 1 second. I think it's too late. And that's it. It's all over. Franklin Regional on to the championship game. They beat Highlands 48-40.
They counted that last one, Mike?
No, he was too late.
Well, Mike, it's been quite a ride. We have a young group of guys here. 2 sophomores coming back next year. New section next year. We're going down to 4A. I think we'll be contenders down there. And again, we're not done yet.
All right, let's wrap it up here. Thanks to Chandler Timmons for all his help. You might as well shoot the reception line there, Chandler, because they want to leave, obviously. They shut the scoreboard off. Dean, thanks. Another great one, 17 in the books. Once again, that final score, Franklin Regional 48, Highlands 40. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik.